Hey, BougieGang, how's everybody doing? What's going on, everybody? Did that actually save? Okay. I don't, okay. I was like, okay, I was messing around with a new feature, of course, right before I went live. Okay, I need to know, does my sound okay? Is it choppy? Is it anything? Is it like, I guess let me check for myself. Oh, let's see. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. It's been some days since I've seen y'all. Um, let's see. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Thank you. That was weird. Okay. Oh, it's a thumbs up. I was like, what was the thumbs down? That was strange. What did it sound? Because I was like, I was about to be confused. Okay. Y'all. My mic sounds nice. Check. Uh um Oh, you're fine. I was like, "Oh god, is it bad?" But it's okay. Thank you, hon, because I do read the comments. Um, I am behind on answering my husband has been off, Farrah's been off. Farrah's been off since Wednesday. My husband, he pretty much was off, Wednesday, later in the evening. Um, like early, a little early, but not his regular time. So you guys already know I've been a little bit thrown off. But I missed you guys so much. And we had to talk about some things, but I felt like, let's talk about this. I know that there's a Nesto video and I didn't even watch the whole thing because I was saving my reaction, like my immediate reaction for you guys, because I have no idea. I listened to about the Bible lady. Okay. Um, Okay. That reminded me of something. This reminded me of something, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Um, what was I gonna Okay, hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. I did. You guys know when my family is off, it is really hard for me to focus. Like when, you know what I'm saying? It's very hard for me to focus when everybody's home. So anyway, but we've been having a nice time. We just started getting the Christmas decorations out. So we're doing that. Farrah's doing some, and Christmas is happening. It feels like it's getting ready to be the holiday season. I enjoyed Thanksgiving very much. My mother-in-law, her husband came over. My father-in-law um came over. Was it the day before Thanksgiving? I don't know, but he came over one day and we had a nice visit, and then my mother-in-law came over, and we had a very nice Thanksgiving with her, and it was good. It's all been good. And I love when my family is home. I just do. And now you guys are here. So this is like family being home. You guys are all here. We're all up under one roof. We're not scattered about on the YouTube streets trying to find each other in the bushes, and all of my people. And if whoever comes on the check-in upon the replay, hey boo boos, what's going on, guys? So Aquarius Bay, Jennifer, and Magic City's finest, and that's on Clock It. Okay, got here first, so thank you guys for handling that business. Thessie, I see you. Bible Lady, Keonce, and Nesto's Handy Girl. Of course, Handy Girl would be here pronto. Okay. Um, what else happened? Um, that's it. Let's just get to the business because we got a lot to talk about with this. I do want to get us caught up. I do so your girl I still have all of that Sakiyna Thompson footage for you guys. I know that Law and Crime Scandal put some edits out, but it's not everything. And I have been doing some research on a couple of things, and I don't know, I watched their retelling. I was just like, this is so random. If you guys were so interested in the scandal of it all, where were you guys when the trial was going on? We would have loved to see the trial. Everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody already knows the story, but damn, you know what I mean? Like, why didn't y'all bring your cameras to the courtroom when it was actually happening? I think they just saw that there was, a little viral story going on out here on the streets and decided to talk about it. But that's cool. Hopefully they'll be in the courtroom on Monday when she's sentenced to life in prison. Um, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that's random. Y'all didn't even talk about it. The trial only took damn near uh 2 weeks. I was looking at the trial notes, which I'm going to share with you guys. We're going to do a I keep saying but Sakiyna. There's no H in it, and I keep pronouncing it with an H. We'll do a Sakiyna Thompson video tomorrow. But I do need to get that body cam out, and there's some stuff. Yeah, LWAP is loading. We already know first degree premeditated murder. That's what they convicted her of. But if you watch the Law and Crime update, which I'm going to save my rant for tomorrow, the girl who was the woman, my bad, the woman who was moderating or narrating this retelling of the story talked about, and the jury deliberated for hours. It's like, ma'am, look at the trial notes. They were out for 30 minutes. Okay. I read the trial notes today, and baby, when they handed them the case, by the time they went to the deliberation room, they didn't have the case for an hour. Okay. I was like, just some of the, after having read the whole report, it was just kind of like, okay. When you're like, when you are when you know the details, it's almost like someone coming in and talking about Nesto, and they don't really know all the details, but you do, and it's hard to listen to someone who isn't like strict on facts. So yeah. Yeah, she's guilty. She was found guilty already. Trial's over. She's getting sentenced on Monday. This Monday she's getting sentenced. So yeah. Yeah, like Sonya. We'll do Nesto after, like, well, let's get into this African braid shop story, and then give me a minute, and then I'll come back and we'll do a Nesto live. Okay. What time is it? 6:20. So let's not take too long, and let's get back on track because your girl is kind of behind. There's so many stories. I can't even get caught up with you guys because, like, damn, it's like people have been running a damn muck out here. There's so much to talk about. And, remember how they used to say there's 8 million stories? Um, so it's just a lot. Anywho, let's get into what happened. So there was this lady who went to go get her hair done, like a lot of us do. She went to go get her hair done. She went to the wonderful African braid shop. She called, she told them what she wanted. She talked to somebody, and the person told her that it was going to be $200. And by the time she was done, the director or the owner, the proprietor said, "No, that's 250. You're going to give me an extra $50." And she grabbed the lady by the hair and commenced to threaten her, pull her hair, and basically made this lady feel like, you're not leaving until you give me this $50. And everybody has been charged. Let me pull the pictures up. Everybody has been charged with kidnapping and assault. And I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. I would not have, I wouldn't be jeopardizing. You know what I mean? I don't know what these ladies' status are, but baby, I wouldn't be jeopardizing it on some damn $50 because the amount of money that it costs. Now, these ladies could be citizens. They could be pending. You get convicted of a felony, baby, you might get deported. Okay? Look at Guadis. Guadis, baby. Guadis, Julia, and Asato. I'm in Birmingham and something similar happened to me at a different salon, minus the violence, because I would have turned her every which way but loose. They stopped me from leaving over $5. See, we talked about the girl who got convicted. Well, we didn't talk about it actually. I just put up a short. We'll get to that before we hang up. She's trying to get rid of foreign individuals that wasn't born here. I don't know what's happening, but at the end of the day, nobody told them to pull that lady's hair, threaten her. You know what I mean? If you fall for the okey doke by being violent and committing crimes, baby, they're gonna ask you to leave. You think that she was demanding a tip? She said that no, it wasn't 200. She should have charged 250. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I go to a shop where the director, the owner, is the one who sets the price because I guess she figures this is what you're going to get and this is what I'm going to get. So, girl, I don't know, but you can mess up your immigration status by committing felonies. First degree kidnapping and third degree assault, um a mess. Okay, so everybody, okay, so these are the, now Julia, everybody bonded out as you can see on your sheet. Everybody bonded out. Class A felony. The kidnapping, class A felony. Baby, it's going to be, it's going to be, they going to wish that they had not mess with that lady for damn $50 because the attorneys that need to be secured, the prayer. See, people always want to play and then it gets real. Okay, let's see what happened. Let's do, did I set this up? Hold on, let me see. Let's see what's going on here, guys. Let me get my, I set up the videos. Just a moment. I don't know what they paid to get out. They had they may have had to pay. I would imagine that the owner of the salon, she's over there talking about ferme la porte, which is shut the door. I heard part of it. I have to listen to the rest of it with you guys and see what they were saying, but girl, they were out of order. The minute that you start locking doors and all of that stuff, telling people they can't leave and you're detaining people, you are dead wrong. I know I set the damn queue up, but I guess I navigated off that. Okay, just a second, guys. Oh, I was like, where is my damn situation? Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. We'll go over to TikTok too, because that's where it pretty much got started. The lady did a story time about what happened to her on TikTok. So that's how it went. All right, let's get into it.
Two of her employees have been arrested on kidnapping and assault charges. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Guy, and two of her.
This is my thing too. Let me just say this. So we get our hair braided a lot, and you know, after seeing what happened to the girl in DC, I just that I do not I'm always outside. You guys already know, like, sometimes I'm sitting outside, I might do a live in the car, whatever, I'm waiting for Farrah. I would never leave her for more than 10 minutes. Sometimes I'll go get a coffee or go pick up something to eat real quick, but I make it very clear, you see me. If I swear to God, I would lose my fucking mind. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't care what nationality, I don't care who they are. Bitch, you touch me or my kid, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind on you. Okay. And then don't let me call my husband or my sister-in-laws because baby, it would be a problem. Okay. It would be a problem. If you need to talk about some damn money, you better talk to me. Do not even the only thing you need to know from her is, does she need to go use the bathroom? Does she want a water? Don't ask her shit about money. Okay? Period.
Employees have been arrested on kidnapping and assault charges. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Guy Rawlings.
And I'm Brittany Decker. This comes after a video went viral of the employees pulling a woman's hair and locking her inside the business until police showed up last week. We have Michael Higdon with the latest details from the breaking news desk.
Yeah, it was an intense TikTok video with more than 1 million views showing a Birmingham woman's experience being locked inside of a braiding salon and having her hair pulled out over $50. The suspects have been identified as Asatu Kamara, Julia Ondo, and Gladys Nzinga Kumba, all of Birmingham. They have been charged with kidnapping and assault in connection to the incident that happened last Saturday at Mama Gifted Hands on Parkway East. Jessica Odom, the victim in this case, told WBTM 13 she texted the salon owner directly to book her appointment. In the text messages, you can see how she asked how much for boho.
Okay, hey, how much are medium boho knotless? Start at 200 and up, depends on the length you want. What's the price for mid back and butt length? 200. Okay, when are you available? We have availability today. I get off at 4. Can I come then? She says sure. Okay.
Knotless.
She said, "Can you bring cash, please?"
Okay. And the owner responded with $200. Well, apparently human hair was used to do the style, and the owner said she owed another $50. Odom said she started walking toward the door when the owner asked her for $30 instead of that. If she couldn't pay the 30, she could sit down so the owner could actually cut the hair out. Well, that's when Odom claims the owner locked her inside the salon. Odom said that she tussled with the owner and other employees while trying to unlock the door, and finally got it opened when she felt someone grab her by the hair. Odom said that they pushed her back into the salon, locked the door again. In video that you see right here showing the employees pulling on her hair for another.
Girl, I'm telling you, I'm sorry. If you live in Birmingham, you should think twice. Okay. Be careful. Because this shop I would not go to.
When she felt someone grab her by the hair, Odom said that they pushed her back into the salon, locked the door again. In video that you see right here showing the employees pulling on her hair for another.
Girl, mama's gifted hands.
30 to 40 minutes until police actually showed up.
Girl, they pulled her braid right out.
All suspects were taken into custody without incident today. They remain in the Jefferson County Jail without bond.
Ooh. But then they got bond.
Well, earlier this
bonded
week, we
out.
told you about a woman who claims she was assaulted at a hair salon last weekend.
And tonight, Birmingham police tell us that multiple arrests have been made in connection to that case. WBTM 13's Michael Higdon is in a studio tonight to give you a closer look at this case. And Michael, what did we learn this evening?
Well, it was an intense TikTok video with more than 1 million views showing a Birmingham woman's experience being locked
We're going to go over to TikTok and see her story.
inside of a braiding salon and having her hair pulled out all over a $50 dispute. The suspects have been identified as Isatu Camara, Julia Ondo, and Gladys Nzinga Kumba, all of Birmingham. They've been charged with kidnapping and assault in connection to that incident that happened last Saturday at Mama Gifted Hands on Parkway East. Jessica
Gladys's hair is a fool. Okay, her wig, it looks like she got turned up.
Odom, the victim in this case, told WBTM 13 she texted the salon owner directly
This one with the bust down, I guess the owner of the salon, Asatu, she has much fucking attitude.
to book her appointment. In the text messages, you can see how she asked just how much for boho knotless braids, and the owner responded with $200. Well, apparently human hair was used to do the style, and the owner said that she owed another $50. Well, Odom said she started walking toward the door when the owner asked her for $30 instead, or if she couldn't pay that, she could sit down so the hair could be cut out. Well, that's when Odom claims the owner locked her inside the salon. Odom said she tussled with the owner and other employees while trying to unlock the door. She finally got it open when she felt someone grab her by her hair. Odom said that they pushed her back into the salon and locked the door again. Video you see right here showing the employees pulling her on her hair for another 30 to 40 minutes until police showed up. All suspects were taken into custody without incident today. They remain in the Jefferson County Jail without bond. Their first call.
Can someone tell me what kind of skirt Michael has on? What kind of skirt? It looks like she's wearing a Catholic uniform skirt.
All hearings are scheduled for Monday morning.
Girl.
New tonight, a Birmingham woman says what should have been a simple, relaxing trip to get her hair done ended with her locked inside the salon and assaulted. This entire ordeal.
I'm sorry. Don't go to Mama's Gifted Hands. This is a mess. Mama's Gifted Hands has customer service issues.
Caught on video, and that video has now gone viral on social media as the woman demands justice.
Your reporter James Giles joining us after talking with Jessica Odom about what she says happened at Mama's Gifted Hands in Birmingham. And James, why did she say she needed to post that video?
Well, Steve, Brittany, she says it was never about going viral.
She posted that thing for educational purposes because this kind of stuff has been going on quietly, and people need to know it's not only is it gonna, I mean, somebody's husband or Pookie might come up there and blast off on someone. I mean, this type of aggressive behavior, because there was a girl in Maryland who dragged somebody's daughter who went to get her hair done. The girl unfortunately was the one who was cash apping, and she cashed apped the wrong cash app tag, and this stylist, American girl, sat up there and dragged somebody's baby across the floor. So this stuff is happening, okay? This stuff is happening. So I don't know where stylists have got it in their mind that it is okay to assault people all of a sudden because you're mad, you feel some type of way. And I know that there are people out here doing weird shit in people's salons too. So all the customers are not innocent. People running out on tabs and things like that. But you cannot do this type of stuff because this is going to be a deadly situation, which it has been. I mean, we've seen stylists get beat up, shot, all kinds of stuff. It's very ghetto. Thank you, Keonce. It's extremely ghetto. But this has been happening for a long time and it needs to stop. I'm going to be honest. I hope they make a example out of these women. I hope the girl in DC gets made an example of. She's facing up to 10 years when she gets sentenced. She was convicted. I'll run you guys that one too in a minute. Her name was it Jessica something girl? Is it Jayla Cunningham girl? Ma'am just got convicted. She sat up here, dragged that little girl, and the state attorney in Prince George's County said she could face up to 10 years and they want the maximum. Okay? People need to know, that's what the police are for. Okay? If people are going to do theft of services, then they can be accused of theft of services. If somebody wants to run out, let them. It's not worth your life, because at the end of the day, somebody's son, nephew, somebody might have a pow pow pew pew in their car, and it's not worth $50. It's just not, on both sides. You know what I mean? That it's getting ridiculous. And I mean, I don't think it's just braid shops, so I don't want to like drag braid shops, because it's happening everywhere. But this is people, and hair appointments are not getting any cheaper. We spend a lot of money to get our hair done. And this shit is out of control. It's out of control.
Wanted to warn others about what she experienced. She says she never expected it to blow up like this.
I just wanted to get my hair done and I wanted to go home.
For Jessica Odom, it's not the hairstyle she'll remember. It's what happened after the appointment.
I done paid you exactly what you asked for. Let my hair go.
I don't care.
Let my hair go.
I don't care.
She says she walked into Mama Gifted Hands expecting a quick appointment and walked out shaken, confused, missing a piece of her hair and holding a video she'd never dreamed she'd need to record.
I looked in the mirror. I loved my hair. And I went in my purse. I grabbed the $200 in cash and I gave it to the braider. She started speaking in their language, which I don't know what ethnicity they are, but she went over to the owner, which they refer to as Mama, and she gave her the money. And then she hopped up and she was like, no, this is $200.
Odom says everything started normally. A few texts, a clear plan, and a $200 agreed upon price.
Let my hair go.
We cannot leave you because
I'm finna sue you, bro. I'm finna sue you.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot you too.
I said sue.
But once the stylist was finished, she says the tone shifted. Odom says suddenly the stylist demanded more money, and that's when everything changed.
She told me to just give her $30 and I could leave, or if not, go sit in the chair and we'll cut the hair out. I said, you're not cutting my hair out, and I'm not giving you anything extra. I paid you your $200. I'm leaving. She was like, no, you're not leaving. So she turns and she locks the door.
She says she spent nearly an hour struggling with 3 women, calling police as she tried to get out.
Hey, record me. I know. I said, if you can pay.
We went to the salon for their side of things. They declined to comment. Birmingham police say they're aware of the video and detectives are reviewing the case.
The charges will be pressed and I am filing a lawsuit.
And Odom says once police got there, they did tell the women in the shop that they had assaulted and kidnapped her, but right now, no one has been arrested. So far, the video that's gone viral on TikTok has well over 1 million views. Your reporter in Birmingham, James Giles, WBRC 6 News, on your side.
So, okay, hold on a second, guys. So yeah, this was crazy because, all right, hold on a second. Let's see what it says over here. I felt a little triggered myself because I was like, gosh, we go to the braid shop all the time. I would not expect this from anybody that I deal with, but it's so shocking to me that this actually happened. But we know that this type of stuff has been happening, so I feel really bad for this lady that she had to endure that, because that's so damn scary. Okay, let's put this up. I would lose my mind. I would really lose my mind. Okay. I'm trying to make this as big as possible. Okay, let's
story time. So yesterday I stumbled across Mama's Gifted Hands. I reached out to schedule an appointment. They said that I can come the same day, and it was going to be $200 for some Smeedy and boho knowledge. I jumped on it. So I get there. Hospitality was great. Everything was great. And things quickly changed. When I paid the $200 to them, this happened. I got locked in the building, and I was told that I could not leave, and that the services that I received was actually $250, which, as you saw in the text message, she said $200. I even showed her, and she agreed that she said $200 and still tried to demand that I pay $30 to $60 more for the human hair that they put in my head that I never asked for. I was threatened, locked in. I tried to leave. I got pushed back in, and my hair was pulled.
I wish she would have. Appreciate the narration. So she's telling us her version of the story, but I wish she would have just done one without the sound and one with the sound, because it's hard to listen to both.
You see here, they pulled out my real hair while doing this. The police was called, and when they showed up, she started saying that I punched her, and I never did. So the police ended up watching the cameras, and at the end of it, the police even told her they assaulted me. I never punched her. I did try to push past her to get out because I was being held against my will, which is illegal.
You can pay $250 for you didn't say $250. Okay, I thought you just pay for the hair and leave.
So yeah, things started out great, but they didn't end so well. As you can see, I would not recommend Mama's Gifted Hands in Birmingham. I fell in love with their work that I saw on TikTok, but if it comes with this, I don't even want it. I did leave, and she was still trying to cut the human hair out of my head, but the officer had to tell her repeatedly that she could not touch me. And he stated that he saw the messages, and I paid what we agreed upon. It was nothing that could be done.
What the enemy meant? Hold on. Girl, they made their page private. I almost feel like I should follow it to see when they go back unprivate. They went ahead and privated their page. Okay. Girl, let me go ahead and see when they go back. We can't see nothing. Okay, Mama's Gifted Hands. You guys will come back eventually. As soon as you take it off private, we're gonna come and see what you got going on over there. Okay. A mess, right? Hold on a second. That gave me anxiety. Okay. That gave me some anxiety. I feel bad for the girl, but yeah, they are in some trouble. Asatu, Julia, and Guadis are in some trouble. They have charges, Class A felonies. I would pursue that like, I'm gonna just talk to what's her name through the Jessica Odom. Baby, every time you tell the story, you need to be crying. You need to be crying and beside yourself. I would be so PTSD traumatized by this whole thing. I wouldn't let it go. Girl, she looks like she really regrets doing what she did, but oh well. Asatu had much attitude. I don't know. Those look like their driver's license photos. These are obviously the jail photos. She looks like I didn't mean any harm. Okay. I didn't mean any harm. Well, those look like driver's license or passport or visa photos. I don't know. Guadis has messed up wigs, okay? For $50. Now you need lawyers. You need a lawyer big time. And there might be a very motivated district attorney to want to make an example, because this is not good. I mean, the case in, okay, let me pull up this just a second. Let me find her. Okay. This girl right here. This is absolutely insane. And I don't think I think she thought she was actually saying something. I think she thought she was actually really saying something when she sat up here and did interviews, and doesn't realize how dumb she looks, and that she was going to be convicted. This is the girl who dragged her 15-year-old client. Let's see.
Jayla Cunningham is charged with second-degree assault. I talked to her exclusively moments ago. She says that she did not know that her client was 15 years.
It doesn't matter if your client was 45, but see, the fact that she's 15 and she has parents that are going to come for your ass makes it even worse. But it doesn't matter that she's 15. It makes it worse she's 15, but it wouldn't have mattered if she was 50 or 75. The fact that you dragged a customer is the problem. You don't drag people.
Exclusively moments ago. She says that she did not know that her client was 15 years old. Meanwhile, I also spoke to the 15-year-old's mother, and she says that her daughter is traumatized over what happened. This video has been viewed millions of times, and she says that her daughter is viral and did not want to be. Let's explain what happened. In the video that has more than 54 million views, you can see 18-year-old Jayla Cunningham dragging her 15-year-old.
She didn't just drag her, then she like dumped her. She could have hit her head. Do you imagine someone dragging your 15-year-old like that? I would have been like, bitch, come outside.
Old client by the hooded sweatshirt saying,
Meanwhile, the story is the girl actually paid, but she's 15. She messed up on the Cash App tag. I don't know what the mess up was, but she did send the money. She messed up on the Cash App tag, and she was on her phone. First, I don't think she realized that she messed up. So when she realized, the girl was like, no, you didn't pay me. When she realized like, oh, she messed up, she was trying to reverse it and working on that. And next thing you know, ma'am is over here dragging this poor baby.
Right? You lucky I'm.
She was going to pull out her wig too.
Jayla claims the 15-year-old was trying to leave without paying for the $150 service that included a weave with tracks. Jayla cutting the weave out of the teen's hair with scissors because she says the teen did not pay for the service.
What is this new thing that if they don't have some sort of ethics in damn hair school and tell people that this is a no, and also you can lose your license, like this is on some you will lose your license. Not only will you will have a felony, I'm sure, but you will lose your license. Like, this is stuff. I don't know if damn Miss Odom has contacted the state of Alabama, but I would be calling everybody. I would be calling every single person who would listen as far as these women having a license. And I would be sending my police report and all of the things. And this is something that should actually affect whether you even have a license to do hair. Well, of course, definitely get sued as a business owner, but you're not going to be able to go and do hair. You're going to need to go to a whole nother state. You need to go somewhere else and get jumped. Okay. Forget about jump. Just bitch, come outside. It's not even a jump situation. It's just come on outside.
She ran. Forget tried. She ran without paying me.
And then what did you do?
I dragged her by her hood back into the salon until I can get paid.
She was running out because I guess she thought she paid. That's what the story is that she actually did pay. She's mistaken.
Or, until the police come, or until, she let me take out the service. Because it's like she literally ran outside. Like, she was about to be gone. I feel like if I didn't do that, she would have been gone and I would have just never been paid.
But the 15-year-old's mother says Jayla also dragged her by her hair when she grabbed her hood, and says that her daughter accidentally sent the money to the wrong Cash App and was trying to pay Jayla.
It's just absolutely absurd. It's viral. It's all over the country.
And how is she dealing emotionally with this?
Emotionally, not good. Not good at all.
The family has hired the Jackson and Associates law firm to represent the 15-year-old in a civil lawsuit.
The video is horrendous. It's a 15-year-old girl. We're talking about someone's child here, a child who is being dragged across a salon floor by her jacket for over something as simple as a mistake.
And Jayla Cunningham says that she had no clue that she was charged. We brought it to her attention tonight. She says she heard it for the first time and that she has received death threats as a result of the viral video, so she has moved her hair salon to another location. She has a first court appearance, a summons, on April 18th. As for the 15-year-old, well, her parents say she will undergo counseling. I'm Shamari Stone. Back to you.
Okay, Miss Odom, baby, you just take these notes, okay? You might need some counseling because you got PTSD after being kidnapped for an hour by a bunch of women that you thought were trustworthy and were doing braid work, okay? Yeah, I would need therapy, okay? Anyway, fast forward, Jayla has now been convicted. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up for you. Did they actually talk to her for a long girl? We might have to go over to the shade room for a second, but hold on. Let me see. Do they? All right, I'll pull up the conviction. Girl, this is just a mess. Absolute mess. Hold on a second.
Means was a person.
She don't want me to take her hair out. She don't want to pay me.
It'd be Jayla Cunningham.
The devil just was working.
She had her 15-year-old client.
She said the devil was working?
But she says she never got paid. The money was sent to the wrong Cash App.
I never thought she was about to run off.
The girl allegedly ran, so Jayla dragged her from the window to the wall.
Like, if I can't get paid, you can't have the service.
A story millions of you have been talking about on the Shade Room, and y'all are divided about this.
That's not how you treat people.
You made the mistake, so fix your mistake.
And now a Shade Room exclusive. Not only has she been charged with assault, but the Shade Room got the receipts. This is not the first time she's been caught on camera getting scrappy with a customer.
Like, this is why I don't want to be in this business in the first place.
You need to get out of it. You really need to get out, because it could go real bad. It'll go really bad. You mess with somebody's mom, you mess with somebody's boo, you mess with the wrong cousin, somebody is going to be outside, and you'll just be laid outside, because there's somebody's family is not going to give a shit, and you will be laying there trying to think of how you got into this situation and praying that someone comes to save you. That type of behavior is going to get this woman killed, and she's not even 20 years old yet. This is some dangerous stuff. And I mean, I get it that the salon owners feel like, it's just like someone running out the store with a pair of jeans. But at the end of the day, you just can't beat up your customers. You just can't beat people up. It's civil. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's civil. That literally is civil. Now, it's a crime. It is a crime for theft of services, but you're going to have to take it up in the civil court, because it is civil. You can't just beat people up, because you're going to be the one who's going to end up with the felony charges. That's what's going to happen, right?
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates.
Okay. Can you believe this? How people are doing?
Jayla Cunningham has been doing hair in the DMV area since she was 14 years old. She's 18 now.
She needs to stop.
She says she spent about 4 hours doing this ponytail swoop style on her 15-year-old client, a style that she said she'd never done before.
It looks clumpy to me, and the hair looks crispy.
We're blurring out the client.
The hair looks very crispy and dry. The top, I mean, I don't know. I guess kids are different. They like these little half up, half downs.
Space because she's a minor. But when she did get it done and it was time to get that $150 payment, things got bad, really bad. The client could not pay because her brother sent the money to the wrong Cash App. Things went from 0 to 100 from there.
So he sent the screenshot, and I'm like, that's not me.
There was a serious problem brewing. Stylist Jayla Cunningham said that she gave her client some grace at first and gave her time to figure out how to scrape up the $150 she owed.
I already had 25,000 followers before this, 70 on TikTok, and like everybody know my name is Jayla. I'm like, that's not me. So she like, oh.
She says the young lady was on the phone with several people trying to get the money sent. No luck.
After her calling a couple times, she was like, I don't have it. That's all I had, and nobody can send it. Can my mother send it in 2 weeks when she get paid? I said, girl, I'm not trying to be petty, but no.
Okay.
Like, that's entirely too long, because like 2 weeks, it'll be time for a new hairstyle. Your mother will be ready to pay for a whole nother hairstyle. Like, in 2 weeks, that's just too long, honestly. So I'm like, no, somebody else got to send the payment. And she's like, well, I don't know what we're about to do. And I said, well, the only other thing I can offer is to take out your hair. Like, I'll give you a wash and blow dry, but like, if I can't get the payment, you can't have the service, because that was on y'all end and not mine. She like, I do understand that, but I don't want my hair taken out. I like my hair. So I'm just about to get somebody to send it. I'm like, okay, cool.
Then she walked away.
She said she was about to call somebody. She walked out of my eyesight, and I'm like, girl, you got to stay right here. And then I didn't hear a response. So I got up and like peeked my head around the corner, and she wasn't in the salon anymore at all. And then I peeked at the steps. She was halfway up the steps. And mind you, it's nothing up the steps but the exit door. Like, it's nowhere else to go but to leave. So she almost up the steps, and then I started going up the steps. And right when she pushed her hand on the door, she broke running. like fast running.
And that's where this video picked.
Okay, well, look, she shouldn't have done that, but guess what, baby? You still should not have dragged her. At the end of the day, you shouldn't have dragged her, because that's why Tara Jackson's office is over here celebrating, because Prince George's County State Attorney Tara H. Jackson announces today that 19-year-old Jayla Cunningham has been convicted of second-degree assault. In March of 2025, Cunningham got into a dispute with a 15-year-old client over a payment where she physically assaulted a teenager at her salon. Second-degree charges carry a maximum of 10 years in prison. Cunningham's sentencing is scheduled for January 22nd, okay? Ma'am, that was a mistake you should not have made.
Up a video over 70 million people on X have been talking about.
Thank you, 58 Diva Girl. Thank you for supporting.
Sit right here and see somebody said it. I'm not playing. You just tried to run. You lucky I beat the house.
I did grab her by her hood and I brought her back in the shop. And let me clarify this too, how she even got on the ground. It is steps, how I said it's steps. So like we was both coming down, and then something happened with our legs and we both fell on the ground. It's just, I got up.
The client stayed planted on the floor for a few seconds while one of Cunningham's other clients checks to see what's going on.
Now I'm like, what the f? Because the whole time I thought I was about to get my payment. I honestly feel like whoever she was on the phone with told her to run out. Boom, that was like 20 minutes. Still no payment. I said again, I'm like, girl, let me take your hair out. Like, because I'm like, at this point, I know I'm not about to get paid now. I'm like, just let me take your hair out. Let me take your hair out. She's like, no, I like my hair. You're not taking my hair out.
She then speaks to one of her family members on speakerphone.
She don't want me to take her hair out. She don't want to pay me. What the f? No, bitch, your whole face is going to be on this.
Yeah, she gonna find out when I get there.
I don't get no f. I ain't finding out shit. Bro, I'm gonna call my uncle right now. Your ass get left here. Oh, that.
Then I heard like a banging at the door.
It was the police. But before she answered the door,
I told my other client, I'm like, go in my suite in my top drawer and get the scissors. I started walking towards her and she's like, no, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me. I'm like, I'm not trying to put my hands on you. I'm not putting my hands on you. I'm getting this damn hair out. When I say I cut it as best as.
So you asked your customer to be an accessory to your crime. That's what you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, no, I'm not going to help you assault that girl.
As I could.
You're out of your mind.
She was moving. Like, she didn't stand and let me cut her hair. Like, she didn't want her hair taken out at all. So she was moving.
She says she never once threw a punch, but once she cut the girl's hair, she let her go and proceeded to answer the officer who was waiting outside.
So as a business owner, I know you're still young. There's ways to go about professionalism. Even going after someone with scissors is not necessarily appropriate in some people's eyes when you are conducting business. So when you hear that, I mean, going after someone with scissors, do you think that maybe you should switch up how you conduct business and how you go about these practices?
As a business owner, yes. But I feel like in that moment, like I let the best get to me. But I do feel like I could have went about that way differently. But the only way it would have went differently if I just would have let her, just leave without paying me. And in that moment, I'm like, no, I need my money.
The girl's family shows up a short time later and inform her that this was only a 15-year-old girl.
I never knew her age the whole time. And because I was seeing people say, like, I was picking on her because her age. I only did that because her age, because she was smaller than me. First of all, she was actually bigger than me, even though I am older. And the father, like, he was like pulling out a gun and stuff. He's like, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back.
She says no one has physically come back and assaulted her, but the young girl's sister, who's 9 months pregnant, did make a post on Instagram.
And my sister's embarrassed. She got up. She wanted to talk on the phone in private. No, am I saying my sister should have got up and walked out? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not justifying that. But you got to understand, she's 15. She's never been in a situation like this. What do y'all expect her to do? My sister started walking towards the steps because, she was on the phone trying to figure out how to get the money to the stylist. In the midst of that, the stylist saw her walk out and began to start following her. At this point, it started scaring my little sister. So my sister started to walk. I'm not justifying the fact that she did that. Now, if she felt like my sister was about to run off, why couldn't she just lock the door? Why did you have to drag her? If my sister really wanted to run off, don't you think an Uber would be outside waiting or somebody would be outside waiting on her? Nobody was there. My mother called the police. The police was there before my mother got there. So
She also says that later that night, Cunningham charged the card she had on file for that security deposit.
after all of this, after she dragged my sister, after she cut my sister's hair, she still charged my mother card, y'all. So for all of that, she could have just charged the card from the giddy up.
I do have a question for you.
Not from the giddy up. Hold on a second.
Yes.
So you had a card on file, but she's so in the moment, she's too hood. She's too hood to be working with the public. So you had a card on file. Why didn't you just charge the card on file? Exactly. From the giddy up. Hello? She said, I haven't heard that in a long time. Why didn't you just charge the card off a GP?
You knew that. Could you have just charged her the $150 after it was all said and done?
Yes, that's what I
From the
did. But
giddy
it's
up.
like, I remember I told you I cut her hair. So that's why I refunded it.
Before you cut her hair, maybe
Yeah.
it could have been a good idea for you to be like, don't worry about cash apping me. I'll just charge the card that's on file.
Right. But with Acuity, that's the booking site. If somebody's card is locked, it's not going to go through. And I didn't even think it was locked or nothing. I genuinely thought she didn't have it. You get what I'm saying? That's why I didn't do it right in that moment. I'm like, if I can't get paid, you can't have
Right. Thank you for the nice long interview. I'm sure this probably, I don't know what's going on with some of these look, let me just hold that comment for a second. The bottom line is, yes, the good long interview, her giving this full statement, baby, led to her getting this damn conviction over here, girl. Okay. Ma'am, that's why you just got convicted. Can you believe this? I'm just still in shock, but she's going to have to deal with this one on January 22nd. She has already been convicted, guys.
service.
What are you going to be doing differently moving forward?
Relocating to like a way more secure building. I feel like everybody, you have to send an ID. The appointment have to match the ID.
I wish I would send my ID to some sort of look. I don't take background checks for people doing my hair, and you're not getting my fucking ID, because the minute that somebody is playing around with my credit or I got some random driving ticket, baby, no, you can't have my ID, boo-boo. No, ma'am. If I got to give a driver's license to get a hair appointment, bitch, I'll call somebody else. I'm just not going to lie. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding. You got to be kidding me. I have never not had to pay for a service because I've always paid, I've never had a situation where I've been not satisfied completely before, but I always pay. And I don't know. I know that there's people out here now who feel a way. If something would have to really be drastic to happen for me to feel like I'm not paying for this, and I hope I never have that situation. But it's getting crazy out here. People are taking it out on the next person because they're mad because what someone else did.
18, you got to be 18 or older to come alone, and that already been the case. Because the sister tried to, pull up my policy and say it take 13 plus. I start at 13 because like with the styles I do, ponytails, quick weaves and stuff. People like that, especially for prom and graduation season. It starts at 8th grade. But you have to be accompanied by an adult. That actually already was the case, but it's like really enforced now.
If you had known
that she was a child, then you should have been dealing with the mother anyway.
That she was under 18, would you have acted differently?
Yes. I probably would have just called the police on my end and just I don't know, get her arrested. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what I would have done, but it's like,
I don't think I would have dragged her like that. It's like, Jayla, you're not a minor no more, even though you would
Girl, I hope they played that in court. What did
get
you
her
say?
arrested. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what I would have done, but it's like, I don't think I would have dragged her like that. It's like,
And she has a history of fighting in her salon anyway. Girl, that's why you going to jail.
Jayla, you're not a minor no more, even though you was a couple months ago. You're literally.
I really, this is up there with people acting crazy in doctors' offices and all of the stuff going on. When you have a license for what you do, if you are an accountant and you have a CPA and you take $10 from me, I want you to go to jail. If you do something to me and you carry a professional license, not only do you need to lose your license or have your license suspended, but I want you to go to jail. I really do. I do feel salty about this because I go to the hair salon. I take my daughter to the salon. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. This is some crazy stuff. I don't know what I would do, but it does. I think it's gonna, I don't know. I feel like this is crazy. I hope I never come in like after, and maybe because it's after like what happened to me over the summer, and I don't know if it was bad hair, if it was bad braiding. You guys know what happened to me, most of you. I had a situation, I'm not even going into detail, but I had a situation that happened to me in May, and I have not gotten my hair braided since. We since don't go to the braiding salon that we used to. I'd been going to that braiding salon for like 15 years. She actually had been doing my hair before, but I can go back as far as her doing my hair for my baby shower. Okay. So she'd been doing my hair before I ever even got pregnant. Anyway, long story short, we go to a new salon now. I like the new salon. They're very professional, all of that, but it was very disappointing to me. My experience. So maybe that's why I'm feeling a little bit salty, but at the end of the day, this is some crazy shit. And I just cannot believe that like stylists are attacking customers now. It's crazy.
Not a minor no more.
She admits she reacted out of fear because 3 years ago, she says the same thing happened, but she was the 15-year-old back then and says that an adult woman neglected to pay her. The video has since been deleted on social media, but it did go viral. You can see her chasing her down before the woman threw a punch, and then they got to boop bopping each other.
Because mind you,
Not
in that
boop
situation,
bopping.
the lady hit me first. It wasn't even like I attacked her. She hit me first. So I'm just, that's the only thing my mind went to when this happened again.
Despite Cunningham going about this situation much differently,
Oh my
it wasn't
God.
enough for her to go unscathed. The girl's family hired an attorney and filed second-degree assault charges against her. Their lawyers sitting down with the Fox News affiliate in Washington, D.C. last week.
The video is horrendous. It's a 15-year-old girl. We're talking about someone's child here, a child who is being dragged across a salon floor by her jacket for over something as simple as a mistake.
I'm getting death threats. Like, I'm getting so many threats and people saying, yeah, I'm about to book an appointment with you and I'm going to run off and see what you do to me. And it's just like, this is why I don't want to be in this business in the first place.
Jayla Cunningham, she told me that she knows she's wrong and she learned a valuable lesson that day as a business owner, even sending that client an apology. She says she also refunded that $150 to the card on file. Later that night, she did charge that card just to see if it would go through, which it did. She has been issued a summons to appear in court on April 18th on second-degree assault charges. And of course, we'll let you know what happens. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter.
Okay, so I see the question you're asking, were all three convicted? We'll talk about that in just a second. That actually just happened. So no, it just happened. The incident occurred. Hold on a second. Let me go over to Birmingham Police. Okay, let's finish this first. Okay, so Jayla Cunningham was just convicted. She is She was just convicted and she's going for sentencing. Young lady with the ponytail who dragged the 15-year-old, she is going for sentencing on January 22nd, 2026. Miss Jayla Cunningham, 19 years old, is facing up to 10 years for dragging the 15-year-old by her ponytail, okay, and cutting out the service. She has been convicted of second-degree assault. She is now a convicted felon and she is awaiting sentencing, and that is coming soon. Okay. Now, regarding the African braid shop debacle, let me pull that up. Okay. A mess. These ladies, Gladys, Julia, and Asatu, they're facing kidnapping and assault charges. They were arrested and booked. Julia had 25,500 bond, so 25,500 bond, good bond. So I guess they had to put some money up. Guadis, 40,000 plus 500. Okay. And Boo Boo, I'ma shoot you, 40,500. Everybody got a Class A felony. Okay. This just happened on November 21st. So no, they have not been convicted yet. This happened like a week ago. Let me go over here really quick. Let me see what Birmingham Police Department did issue a statement. Hold on. So Birmingham Police Department reports that BPD Crimes Reduction Team has arrested the owner of a business, Mama's Gifted Hands, and 2 employees. The suspects were identified as 32-year-old Asatu Kamara, 30-year-old Julia Andu, and 45-year-old Gwadis Audrey Nazinga Kumba, all of Birmingham, Alabama. The suspects have been charged with kidnapping, first-degree assault, third degree in connection with the incident that occurred Saturday. So last week, is that 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks now? Saturday, November 15th. At a business located on the 9400 block of Parkway East in Birmingham. All suspects were taken into custody without incident on Friday the 21st. The suspects have been transported to Jefferson County Jail, where they will be held without bond. Let me tell you something. Let me go over here because let me let y'all see. The comments were in shambles. Hold on a second. The comments were in shambles. Okay, hold up. Girl, they have over 1,000 comments. Hold on. Miss Gladys going to jail with her toes done. She came in the nail shop yesterday and was just smiling and talking to me the whole time. Ain't even know this was her. Nice meeting you, Miss Gladys. I remember seeing this on TikTok last week, and I'm glad the lady got justice because they pulled on her hair and held her hostage after she had proof of the agreed upon price. Girl, she said they tried that African street justice not working here, especially if they especially if they had agreed upon price. I'm glad that she filmed it, and I'm glad they all got arrested, and now we have proof they belong that they belong here in the United States and are able to function in society as they should, which means you can't be putting your hands on, making threats of shooting, assaulting people, and thinking it's going to be unnoticed. Let this be the alarm and a lesson. All of this over $50. Seriously, they pulled the lady's hair out and jumped her. Okay, no, never. Okay. They said she tried to pull some African street justice. Look, they discussed last week the plays were being served with the braids. I told them they can't lock the door and prevent someone from leaving. That's kidnapping. I hope that they listen. They can braid while they're in there, and the folks send money to their Cash Apps. Folks in jail already have access to Cash App. Good. They all arrested poor client. Oh, yeah. So yeah, no, this just happened. So what did this happen now? 2 weeks ago. Okay. A mess. Like I said, there's over like 1,000 comments. Good for them. This ain't the first incident from what I understand. That lady was so calm because my adrenaline anxiety would have probably have had some furniture moving if I was able to escape from her. I felt so bad from her pulling her hair with fresh braids. And if y'all listen closely, she changed up and said something about cost is different depending on who's doing the hair. That was never a discussion in the text. From the most part, most of them don't like Black women anyway. They want the money and they can be very aggressive. Okay, change is gonna come. I'm so proud of Birmingham, Alabama police taking their calling, but God serious. Okay, that was quick. They better have their paperwork in order. Acting like getting deported ain't an option. ICE is just was just over in Hoover. I ain't trying to be funny, just saying. Okay, they're holding them until ICE gets over there. Well, they let them go, so maybe their paperwork is in order, but if they get convicted and they're in process, that can mess up their immigration status. Who's worse than going to prison? That's worse than going to prison. Well, they should have thought about that. Let's see if she rolled that neck in that country like she was rolling it in that video. Okay, people are airing their grievances in the comments. Okay, so a mess. Okay, all right, you guys, let me shut this one down. I'm gonna come back in a little bit if you guys want me to, and we'll go over the Nesto call. I'm gonna be honest, I had not even listened to the whole thing. I started listening to it and I had to rest my mind. I think it came out like right before Thanksgiving, like the night before. Girl, look at this. You can't see it. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. Girl, look at the meme. That's my favorite. I always answer in memes. I cannot wait till memes are an option on YouTube. So, yeah. Okay, if you guys want me to come back, I will. I'm gonna set up a live maybe for 9 o'clock. Let's do 9-ish or something. Let's do 9. I'm gonna set it up that way. We don't have a problem with alerts. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna set it up now. For like 9. Yeah, and I'm gonna chill for a minute. And we'll come back on the Nesto video and listen to it. It's not even a long one, so hopefully we're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do. You know how we do. Okay, it's a half-hour video. That should take us like about what, 3 hours? So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anywho, let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, all I can hear is Guadis. Girl. Look, for $50, it wasn't the first. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, I'm gonna say it too. I don't think it was the first time that they did it. She was too comfortable saying shut the door. She was too comfortable saying shut the door. and they were too comfortable, like gang. It was too comfortable, girl. Okay. That was on some Bozano shit. Okay. Yes. They were too comfortable. They said she's 45, baby. We're just gonna, I mean, that's what the paperwork said. Okay. That's what the paperwork said. Okay. At the end of the day, they bonded out. Okay. They bonded out. Guess who's still sitting in jail? They bonded out, but guess who's still sitting in jail? Okay. Girl, another Thanksgiving. How many Thanksgivings is this? So 2022, 2023, 2024. This is Nesto's fourth Thanksgiving, baby. Okay. Sonia, you need to just go ahead and move on, sis. I don't know what you are really showing yourself to be a mess. Okay. You are sitting around here. Yes, hon. We're going to do it tomorrow morning. I will. We're going to put it up tomorrow morning. She's getting sentenced on Monday. So we're going to do a nice long video tomorrow. And I do need to do some editing. I got caught up with Thanksgiving. My bad. So last week, I think I put up the interview. I've got 2 Revolto Robinson police interviews. I have the mom's interview, and I already put up Janicia. So we put up the best friend, the mom. Who else is there? Oh, there is the witness. So remember I told you guys, thank you for asking that, hon. Thank you for asking, baby. So the witness, so remember when we read the narrative? Okay, someone asked a Sakiyna Thompson question. So remember when Sakiyna knocked on someone's door and they answered the door, their mom was over to the club, and the girl, the teenager, answered the door because she was just kind of like, I don't know why she answered the door so late, but she answered the door and it was this woman asking, did someone move her Shake Shack bag? Okay. And she was like, what are you talking about? No. And she ended up like, no. And she closed the door. And then like a few minutes later, Sakiyna came and knocked on the door again. So there is a statement about that. They brought her in. She's a juvenile. So, but yeah, she was home alone. Her mom was out to the bar or club or something. Her mom was out having an evening. Okay. And a young lady was 16 years old at the time. And she's very lucky because ma'am is clearly she's a convicted murderer now. So she's very lucky that lady didn't try to bum rush her way in to see, you know what I mean? I think for as much as she knew that she thought where Kayla lived, I think she was still looking for where Kayla lived. I don't think she was 100% sure because she was staked out in building 7 and she was over there in building 5. Nobody. So you're asking some good questions. So I saw the so as far as during the trial, is that what you're asking? During the trial, so I'll pull all that up. I pulled the trial notes and they were very specific. So like every day it tells you what happened in court. So when Sakiyna's defense, when it was their opportunity, it was Sakiyna, it was the doctor, they recalled 2 of the detectives, and that was it. Someone came to my inbox and told me, I'm gonna put this in gossip because I don't have anything to back it up, that allegedly Terry was in contempt of court and he didn't show up. I didn't see anything on the defense witness list that they were calling Terry. I did send a note this week asking a question if Terry was in contempt. I did not get a response. I sent a note to the state attorney's office. I didn't get a response regarding that yet, but it was also a holiday week. I do plan to make another phone call, but I don't know that that's true because I did see the search warrant for Terry's Uber account, because the Uber Eats account that Sakiyna ordered from while she was in Florida was on Terry's account. And they think because she had access to that and Terry had ordered Kayla food, maybe she went back in his account and looked at past orders, and that's possibly how she found it. They were still trying to track back to figure out how she found out Kayla's address. Also, it was alleged that she had a tracker on Terry's car, and they had just been in Florida a few weeks prior, and it's possible that she was tracking him at that time. Even though he doesn't live in Florida, it possibly was on the rental car. So she put like a, like a tag, an air tag or something, but I didn't see documentation of that. But if you recall Janicia's statement, the best friend, she said that there was a tag on Terry's car, but I don't know that. I don't have a receipt to that other than Janicia saying that. But we can talk about Sakiyna tomorrow, because that could be a long conversation. Plus, I still have body cam. I got audio. So I'm sorry I've been dragging my feet on that. I just got super busy after I got the first one out. That it just took me a minute to edit that first one because Janicia, he was asking about people that Kayla dates and things like that, and I didn't want to drag out people's names who were not relevant to the story, so I had to do some editing to that. And because she's single, she's young, she's a beautiful girl, she was dating, and so it took me a minute to edit that down, because girl, we know what's girl. I just felt like it was the right thing to do. So but yeah, just bear with me, and we'll do some body cam tomorrow. We'll just do it live. I need to go through some of it just to make sure it's safe, and no personal information, but it's already been redacted by Broward, but there are some things that aren't redacted out. But I definitely have some stuff I can share with you tomorrow, that you guys who are following the story will be interested in. And then also just keep in mind, she is being sentenced on Monday at 1:30. And yeah. Okay. So yeah, let me set up a live for like 9:00, and then we'll do the Nesto video. Okay. But yeah, thank you for asking about that, hun. And come over. I don't know if you're following over here also, but if you haven't seen everything, I mean, most stuff is on Facebook, but Facebook deletes lives after 30 days. So if you're just now getting caught up over here, then come over to my channel over here. I have a full playlist, and I've dropped it a few times on my Facebook timeline, but there could be some stuff you've missed so far. But if you've caught everything, thank you. I appreciate you following. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. I hope I'll see you in the next live, where we get caught up on Nesto, and then I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll set up a live for tomorrow too, for our long catch up on Sakiyna Thompson, okay, where we'll do some Sakiyna Thompson catch up, and justice for Kayla Hodgson, which will be getting served very soon in what, like Bible lady said, LWAP loading, okay, because the judge really doesn't have any choice but to exact a life sentence, because statute wise, first degree premeditated murder, which is what they convicted her of, is giving life without parole. It's giving life. There's no parole in Florida anymore. So, okay. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys like around 9:00. And then some of you guys I will see tomorrow morning. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. 58 Diva Girl, thank you so much for your member milestone. I appreciate you, boo.